Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to Spiggs Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing another Halo lore reaction video. How old is the Master Chief in Halo? So let's get into it.
Over the years, Halo fans have wanted to know more about the mysterious shroud that revolves around John 117. How he looks, is John really his name? How old is he? And while we may never know what Chief looks like exactly under that pretty helmet, we are very certain that John is his real name now. His exact age is much more up to debate though. Some say he's in his 50s, others say he's in his late 40s. But how old is he really? With some help from the internet and a little bit of reading and research, we think we found the closest estimate of Chief's actual age in the current timeline of the Halo franchise. Hold on tight, let's get into this. Born on March 7th, 2511, John was like many other humans when the Covenant first attacked, that being just a child. But we know that he wasn't your ordinary child, don't we? Fast forwarding the current Halo timeline, which is in the year 2559, and any normal human would be sitting damn close to the big 50 mark. If John wasn't turned into a Spartan, he would be over 48 years. But all this is excluding the huge factor of cryosleep. Unlike the events of Reach through Halo CE, it was hard to find any significant mentions of Chief being in extended cryosleep. We can, however, assume that over Chief's multi-decade-long service with the UNSC before the Reach situation, that he would have at least reached 6 months up to a year's worth of cryosleep when it all added up.
Wow.
But there is no direct evidence of all this. But going by how often UNSC ships must travel extreme distances through space, we can assume that Chief would occasionally decide to chill out for a week or two and cryosleep to help pass the time. Now that we got that out of the way, let's just focus on the times that Chief has officially been in cryosleep. Starting off with the first time ever we've seen Chief coming out of the cryo on the Pillar of Autumn during the initial part of Halo CE. His time in cryo before being awakened was about 3 weeks of worth of time, so we can add this up with his other time and subtract from the normal age of 48 that we started with earlier. After the war, Chief went into a long slumber between the events of Halo 3 and Halo 4, as many of us know, and this was a very long time. 4 years, 7 months, and 10 days to be exact. We can quickly add up the 21 days from Reach to the Installation 04 sleep, and that gets him 4 years and around 8 months of known time in cryo. Now this is where the exactness is hard to predict, but we can get a ballpark guess that Chief has been in cryosleep for nearly 6 years of his entire life when we add up or assumed total prior of Reach. Which brings us to the conclusion of this long wonder debate. With the information we have here, plus with a little bit of estimating and assumptions, we can say that Master Chief is around the good old age of about 42. Not nearly as old as most people like to think he is. That has him not being much older than many of the Spartan 4 characters that we have met in the past few years. John has many more adventures left in him, and if he manages to stay alive both in battle and on the 343 writing table, then I think that would be great. Although, as we have heard a long time ago, 343 Industries already has Master Chief's ending planned. So that's very interesting. He does somehow, in some way, meet his end in the Halo series. Whether he dies or not is up to debate. But we are glad to bring some light on Chief's age.
I feel like that age is around the time of like Halo 4. But then you think about Halo 5 and then Halo Infinite. Well, I mean, Halo 5, it showed Halo 5 clips there. So 42, so that would be like around Halo 5 time. But then you think about the latest game. So that is kind of hard to imagine. Was there much of a gap between Halo 5 and Halo Infinite? Or was it just, well, we know it was at least 6 months because the weapon, like the first time you see her is like, it's been 6 months, where have you been? He could be like 43, 44 in the latest game, which is kind of cool. In fact, the 343 is already planning the ending of the Master Chief. I really hope they plan on him being discharged from the UNSC not him dying in the line of duty, because I don't want that, because, no. Everybody, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, then be sure to smash the like button, because it'll help out the channel tremendously. Comment down below what you guys think of this video, and be sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post videos, so you do not miss me doing any more reactions just like this one, or me playing any games just like Resident Evil 7, which I am now currently playing. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.